Shir Lamalois, Esa Einai Lehorim Ein Yovi Ezri, Ezri Mimadinois, Ishman Boretz Alitin, Amit Rog Lachal Yonim Shem Rechoin, Helen Yonim Rishon, Shem Yisrael, Adonai Shem Recho, Adonai Tzil Chal Yad, Yeminach, Yeman Shem Yishlo Yakek, Obirer Bad Loilo, Adonai Yishmocho Mikol Roi Yishmor Es Nafshecho, Adonai Yishmor Tzeis Chovayecho, Yatov Yad Oilo. Let's put away the Tehillim, let's give some tzedakah, and let us have a little thought of Torah. Yesterday, I had mentioned that we were ready for the wedding between God and us. And I mentioned saying that the caterer is ready, the food is ready for that big feast, that wedding ceremony, which we call the Seudah, that is going to happen during the time of Mashiach. In fact, for those who know a little bit of traditional Jewish chazanas, Yasser Rosenblatt has this famous song, Was wird sein, wenn Mashiach wird kommen? What's going to be when Mashiach will come? Wir wird machen a Sudan. We'll make a Suda. And it goes through who is going to serve, who's going to sing, and who is going to dance, and who's going to give blessings, etc. It's not a joke. It is actually serious. It's not fantasy, it's reality. For that matter, it's not only not spiritual, it is actually physical. This is interesting. And I'll quote you the Maharsha. Maharsha, which is one of the basic commentators on the Talmud, and has been said that his teachings, his commentary, was all divinely inspired. And I'll read you what he says. You should be aware. We have to believe in all these things in its simple manner. Says, although many commentators give it a deeper interpretation, nevertheless, you can't take it out from the simple meaning. And as the Rebbe says in the Sikha, Pashas Balak, the Rebbe says, although it has deep meaning, it is also has a very simple meaning. There will actually be a physical, a catered meal, an actual meal with food that is going to be served. So now that we have established there's going to be a meal, I'm sure you want to know what is the menu. Now, I'm not sure how it's going to be prepared, what kind of cooking it's going to be, but I'll give you the basic items on the menu. So we have a fish course, the Leviyasan. We have a meat course, the Shoyrabo. And we're going to have a bar, we're going to have wine, the Yayin HaMeshumah. Let me give you a few references as to the source of where we find this. So the Gemara Baba Basra, on page, Ayin Hey, Amid Aleph, 75, says the Gemara the following. Amar Rabbi Yochanan. Rabbi says in the name of Rabbi Yochanan, God is going to make a meal, a feast for the tzaddikim. Now, tzaddikim, we're all righteous, for everyone. From the meat, from the flesh of that famous Leviyasan. Shenemar, and it brings different verses. And in fact, prior to this, the Gemara discusses Rav Dima came and said that Rabbi Yonasan said, Asid Gavriel Lasis Kinigyo im Leviyasan, that the angel Gavriel is going to be the one who's going to actually catch this Leviyasan. And the Gemara goes into details. I mean, how is he going to catch such a huge mammal, such a huge fish? And then the Gemara says, if not for the fact that God will help him, he would not be able to catch this fish. But the Gemara speaks of an actual fish. And this fish is going to be killed, and this fish is going to be prepared. Now it's going to be gefilte fish, or filet, or it's going to be Moroccan style fish. I have a feeling there'll be a little bit of everything. There is so much flesh of this fish, they'll be able to make all kinds of fish. But fish it will be. Remember a few weeks ago we spoke about the fact that who is going to slaughter, who is going to kill whom. So we said there's going to be a battle between the shoyrabot, that famous huge ox, with the fish. The ox is going to go the fish, and the fish is going to shecht, to kill the shoyrabot. So there we have that famous meat that we're talking about. And we know we also have this to be polished down, so to say, with the yain mishuma, the wine which has been made from day one of creation. Now, to discuss this a little bit more, if God forbid tomorrow we'll be in exile, we'll discuss it a little bit further. But for now, let's get ready for that feast.